Okay, ladies, just a recap from last week. We're having issues with Callie. Mom's not happy. Little sister Sam, who couldn't be with us today, she's not dealing with it well. Dad is left. Um, and I know it's a really hard time for you guys right now, and we're gonna deal with it the best we can. But we have to get y'all's relationship on a better working level. Now, if y'all are with me, we can contract a goal, and we will make this work. Um, For starters, I mean, Callie, I know you've been going to Glow, the club. It's causing major issues with you and Mom. She is not happy with you at all. You know this. But if we can just work back to Callie that made good grades and Callie that was on a good note before Dad left, I think we can fix this, okay? Y'all are a very strong family, and it's amazing that you have made it this far. So we're gonna work through it and we're gonna fix it, okay? Um, First off, Mom's really been having trouble paying for all the bills and paying for your gas and your vehicle and everything else. You're at the age now where you can get a job and help Mom out. Sam, she's still a little young. She doesn't really have the edge that you do yet. Um, Mom, I know that it's hard right now with everything going on, but I feel like if you give Callie a little bit of leeway, that we can work through this. Um, First off, we need to just cut the club all the way out. I know it's a teenagers club, but it's bad for you, it's bad for Mom. We can find other ways of recreation other than going to that club. I don't feel like it's supervised very well, and your mom definitely doesn't feel like it's supervised very well. Um, Also, your grades. Your grades are not working for Mom. They're not working for you. The guidance counselor is not having a good time with you right now either over that. But we know that you're smart. We
I've
know.
never seen her bring home a C. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I know that oftentimes with a situation like this, it's a big deal. Callie's at a very influential age right now, and she needs you to support her and be strong with her. It's a lot of weight on everybody's shoulders, especially, and Sam, she's young enough, she doesn't even realize the impact of everything that's going on. And so we really, really, really just need to stay strong together and not crumple at this point. We have made it this far, and we're going to make it out of here too, okay? We just need to bring it all back together and everybody get on the same page. Um, I have talked to your school, and they do the after-school program. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They said that you can stay after, and I mean it's not even a big deal, but just you can do some extra credit, bring your grades back up. Because me and Mom, we know you're smarter than this.
I don't have time for it.
Well, we're gonna make time for it, okay? We're gonna make time. It's gonna be fine. We are gonna work through this.
If you cut out that extra crap, you would have time.
Also, Mom has said that we're not going to church anymore,
Okay.
and I feel like that was a very influential time in y'all's life, and I realize now that you're not really going to church as a family. But I know you told me last week yourself that church was a really big influence, and you really felt close to God, and you felt like you were on the right track when you were in church. Wouldn't you like to get back to that?
I guess. I mean, whatever.
Honey,
It's like talking to a brick wall. What do you think talking to you is like?
we're going to work on our communication better. This firing back and forth at one another, that's not helpful to anybody. We need to build. We need to bond. We need to get together. Y'all are mother and daughter. Y'all should have each other's backs at all times, you know? Your mama even said something about the people that you're hanging out with. And you even said something to me last week about your drug use and that sort of thing. But and your mama is not happy with that, and I can't say as I blame her, honey. If it was my kid, I wouldn't be happy neither. But everybody makes mistakes, and that does not define you. You are much stronger than that. You are much stronger than those drugs. And that ain't helping your problems out at all. That's hurting you. So we're gonna try and move away from that. Your mama said your friend, I think, what was her name? Ashley is the one she's having a problem with. And I'm not telling you can't be friends with Ashley. But I'm just saying maybe instead of spending so much time with Ashley, you spend time with your sister and with your mama and your grandma. I mean, Sammy is really finding, you know, comfort in staying at grandma's house. And I'm not saying you need to move in with grandma, but I'm just saying maybe more family time would help.
I get insulted by the family. I come talk to them for 5 minutes and do this, or why didn't you do that, or what's with this C, or why are you hanging out with Ashley all the
Because
time?
we don't understand. We don't understand why you're doing the things that you're doing. I understand that your dad left, but I can't help that. And it's not helping anything by you making it more difficult.
I stay in my room all the time because no one understands.
I'm here to talk. I'm here to talk.
That's the thing, you
Miss
guys.
Lobb's here to talk.
We need to communicate. I feel like there's a barrier right now. And you're feeling this way and you can't lay your emotions out without her getting upset because she's feeling this way and she can't lay her emotions out without you getting upset. So we really, really need to work on everybody coming to a central meeting point and just getting everything out. And it's not Callie's fault necessarily that she's doing all this stuff. I've seen it time and time again with children that I have worked with in situations like this. This is a very common thing. It is very common. And I've seen it time and time again with mothers dealing with this. She's never been to this point in her life. It's not like she did it on purpose. It's not like you're doing it on purpose. Y'all are just living. But without having each other and being strong, then we don't have anything. You understand what I'm saying? We need one another. And in the end of the day, this is always going to be your mama, and at the end of the day, this is always going to be your daughter. You need to work together, and that's just all there is to it. So let's set a plan on how we're going to make each other happy. To make you happy, what would that look like? What would it be from Callie?
I need her to bring her grades up and start being the good child that she was. Because I know that she was an amazing child. I know her father and I have separated, but that necessarily wasn't my fault. I'm not going to blame him. I'm not going to badmouth their dad. But at the same time, her acting out is not making anything better. I understand it hurts, your father being gone. I do understand. I agree. It hurts, him being gone. It hurts. But there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing Mama can do. And we just need to move on from this and be the people that we are, get back in church and do what we know we're supposed to be doing.
Callie, you think you can, give a little bit and work with Mama and meet her demands if she meets you in the middle too? What would it look like from you if you and Mama were back on the same page? What would that look like?
I don't know. I know that we're not doing something right because we're not connecting, and I miss the way that we used to be, how we were so close. Now I just can't connect with anyone. I don't know. I don't know.
It's okay to be upset. This is a no judgment room right here. We are open. It's fine. It really is. Y'all get upset. Y'all work it out. I think that it would help if y'all started spending quality time together. Like, I know you work all the time to try and meet the bills. I know that you're busy all the time with school and trying to still have a social life and trying to act like nothing's going on. You know, I know life is hard right now, and I know you've got everything that you've got to upkeep. You've got everything that you've got to upkeep. And I wish Sam was here today because I know that she's got everything that needs to be upkept. But
Callie knows a lot more about what's going on than Sam does, as far as her dad. Callie is a
that's
lot older,
understandable.
and my mother does the best that she can, keeping Sam, and Sam is, kept in the dark on a lot of things. Callie, I'm sorry that you've had to hear the majority of it and be around for the majority of it.
Well, make no mistake, Sam is 12 years old, and she knows what's going on. Granted, Callie is 16, and she knows a lot more about what's going on, but Samantha knows that something is not right. And I wish she was here today. I know she didn't want to come. But maybe next week when we meet back, maybe we'll get her in on it that time because, I mean, it's important for everybody to bond together in this time. And with or without Dad, I know it's hard, him not being here. I know the situation is just ugly all the way around. But it does not define either one of y'all. He made those decisions, and this is y'all. And we're going to move past it. So here's what we need to do. First off, family time. What's a good day for y'all? Like a Sunday.
Well, we used to have movie nights on Wednesday.
Movie nights on Wednesday. Mama, do you work on Wednesdays?
No, I usually get off early enough that we could go.
And Sundays. Do you work on Sundays?
No, I'm off specifically for church.
Maybe Sunday you go to church and then you spend the afternoon together and then you go back to church in the evening. Didn't y'all say y'all went to church in the evening?
Yes, our church family has been very supportive though.
Well,
over the whole separation and the whole, So we probably will stay with the same church.
You should use that as a strength. Mm-hmm. If they support you, you need that. I know your mama's supporting you because she's helping you out with Sam, but, use your family, use your church family, use everything you've got to mend. I mean, you can only go from here. You can't go back and redo anything. You've just got to go from where you are right now. And y'all are very strong, and y'all love one another. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all have got a great bond. I know you do. We can just work on it and build it, and we'll get back to mama and daughter and not enemy and enemy. We don't need that. That's not productive. So here's the deal. We say Wednesday nights are movie nights. We'll say Sundays are church days and family days. Are you willing to give up going to Glow and being in that environment?
If it'll help Sam. If me being a better sister and being at home will help Sam be less stressed and the family as a whole get back together, then yes.
I think that would be great. I think Sam probably looks up to you as most little sisters do. I think we should give this about 2 to 3 weeks to just kind of fester. We're gonna work on a family night and a Sunday be a family day. And even if that's, we go to church, then we go to grandma's house, and get Sam involved. I know Sam's not here, but she needs to be in this too. Get Sam involved, get her to church with y'all. Then, Sunday afternoon, I don't know, go feed the ducks together. Go do anything together, but just do it together. It doesn't matter what it is. Go shopping, do anything, do it together. Clean the house together.
It's just hard to do things together, like things we used to do with Dad. And Dad was there, and now we don't have him.
I understand that, honey, and I know that is hard. But for your mama and for Sam and for your daughters, y'all are going to have to pull together. And we're going to have to fix it. We're going to have to mend it with just y'all three. Because at this moment, that's all that matters. That is all that matters. And I think we've got something really strong right here, and I think we're going to pull through it. I do. I think y'all are very strong. And I think we will make it through this. I do. Okay. So Wednesday nights, Sundays, let me think.
Tuesdays after soccer practice, I could come home and help them with supper. We could do that, like have a supper night every Tuesday after soccer.
That would be awesome. Don't you think that would be awesome? That would be awesome. That way, it's not so much stress on her. I'm sure you and Sam have really had to pick up some slack here lately. Let's just work on the next 3 weeks or so, getting that, and then we'll come back and we'll evaluate how that's worked in your stress level and y'all's relationship, and see how that's better or worse or how it's changed. I think it'll be better.